turn to pick.
Looks like they're going to try this contest of the bounty rune to get the double here for the Dire.
The battle begins.
Might be actually be able to find if Tim's is quick on his fingers, and he cannot. So 2 for 2, and they have to up the sentry down. They're looking to try and get the skill straight off the bat. They need a little bit of extra damage, but he walks into Sunstrike! Gabby gets the first blood from it.
Tidebringer level 1 up against this Invoker mid. We'll see how this works out, but this Tim's bounty, even though he's died, can still roam around this map and cause all sorts of havoc, as Beastmaster gets hit by a split earth.
Yeah, some body blocks involved there as well. What the hell? He's pathing! He misclicked. Walked up north for a little bit. Clicked on a map or something.
All of this really annoying offlane nonsense and getting some good levels and some CS, at least in this early stage of the game. So it's left this mid lane as a natural 1v1, which Kunkka is winning in denies 5 and 6, removing a lot of Gabby's farm potential here. And Cuckoo's just throwing out torrents.
Okay, that right ends up as an insurance.
The courier's coming.
It is indeed. 30 seconds, we might just wait until that auto upgrades. Meanwhile, X of the torrent in mid. Gabby is in a lot of trouble himself. He will fall. And
Cuckoo's level 4 with a 1-2-1
Samage again. Shania stuns a little bit as a result. The Sunstrike will not connect. Samage will be able to fly it off. Meanwhile, X taunting mid once again. Things making wraparound. That's original of it. Slow. Gabby, no X, no slows. That's Ice Wall. Doesn't really do anything at this point. That might just be enough. As I say that though, Cuckoo, with a bit old Tidebringer, Raging Potato, trying to turn things around, but he's just not quite as strong as the Bounty Hunter at this stage. He's jumping across, cancelling himself on Kunkka, so that's a value right there. Well, Streaky's certainly sticking around mid. The sentry walls are on. Still has one of his own, but no Tango to punch away this quickly. Meanwhile, on bottom, Sunstrike is coming out again. Not sure if that hit or not. It's the same. In any case, Samage will still be run down, despite a bit of napalm stacked up with James. And there's a Tim's making.
Is not respecting this at all.
Yeah.
Level 3 magic missile, they've got Phase Boots, Venge, they punch for a lot. And
Trying to go for the
Tim's
kill. They have the sentry held on to the Raging Potato. And, yeah.
period of time where Invoker is, gaining items to get strong.
Just hugging the tower at this point, but now X into Torrent, into Boat, into Splitter. Even with DP reaction, Lumik cannot get there in time, so going down bottom, not spotted out by the Radiant side. They see that no one's mid, but can they make that connection? James might actually be in trouble. He's sticking around defensively here, TPing away, and TNC are not quite ready for that positioning. They make his way up top to help out. 1-for-1 trade up here while that was happening. Now look for more. Terrorblade though pretty damn tanky. They need the magic damage and they get it as well from the nukes, but the Sunder turn things around. Metamorphosis is still going. Now James is the one in trouble. Fairpie keeps alive. The body rocks from Raging Potato just enough. That could have turned out very, very badly here. They still lose the tower though.
Sure that this late game doesn't get completely crushed by a Gabby Invoker.
Everything that's going on in this mid lane. And now, swap coming in. Cuckoo, let's still get caught here. Gets the boat off. And that with a rum actually gonna help him out a little bit, but not enough. 1-for-3-7 Tim's trying to trade this out a little bit. They get the dust, the Sunstrike off the mark. He's gonna have to chase Tim's down the old-fashioned way with an extra nuke.
But taking this isn't the simplest of things. With the Raw ready for RR, maybe they set up for something on Sam H here.
It's out of mana now. Firefly is still half the duration left to be able to make it across to the other side unless he gets warden. He is right now. Sunstrike off the mark actually. Sometimes it's a bit hard to target with him flying like that, but an extra swap into stun. 1-for-3-7 gets the stun off himself. Split off connects onto James. But now the next one's just a casual chain feed, but maybe will space created. The boat hits on 2. Double kill for Cuckoo. Now they're looking for more. Another X available. They just need to find the vision inside. Raven also looking to munch some more heroes. And TNC, they have to be wary of that. They have to make sure that they do not get punished. Now Tim's caught on the one side, the Raw on the other on the Terrorblade. There's a Sunder available. Bring down Tim's first, and now 3 heroes walk down Raven. Swap back. Just need to save the stun until they can kill him, and that's exactly what they do. The boat coming through. This time a little bit too late, even though it will connect. Not turn into trades. What the hell was
Ricky solo arts. Oh, Raging Potato, you dusted? Oh, he blinks away though.
Blinks across. Still being slowed down by the dust, and now a nice little pushback from the flank rack.
His magic wand was in his...
Yoke makes his plays happen with that, as well as the invis that he still has from the Shadow Walker. And yeah, he's gonna initiate onto the Shrag. James with a follow, just gonna burst him down. Sunstrike, not even needed. Now they have a dust on Tim, so if they want to try and be cheeky, throw the dust, but now Aura comes as well. They want to go for the skill. They have some more creeps coming through. Raven with the Sunder early, still gets stunned up. A couple of right clicks. Torrent and the boat turning things around. TNC. The right place at the right time, and they're the ones who have the dust. Tim's almost falls again to another jump from Raging Potato, but eventually he'll be tracked down by 1, 4, 3, 7. We top lane at the same time is being pressured. Sam H showing off the blink dagger here, gets the lasso off, lifted up into the air. James still alive, but now gets torrented. X goes down to stun, but is sitting in the fire, trying to swap himself out, and don't tell me he survives this here. Sam H, there it is. He finds him with the extra vision from Napalm. Also X back. Lumic is another X, another couple of right clicks. Very hard to get away at this point.
Just X after X after X towards in the coming minutes here. As Gabby throws out the meteor just to farm the mid-wave, but TNC, they're all gathering.
Oh, that's a swap, that's a stun. They're gonna go for the Skunka. Skunka's quite tanky at this point, but the Sunstrike will be nothing. He just stands there, lifted up into the air. Troll to try and turn things around. Sam H. I'm looking to try that extra bit of damage onto James, and he will find it with the pathing in this general area. Gets X back himself from the Rubik.
Oh, there we go. Courier gets the...
Oh, he gets
oh
it!
No!
Oh, it's so
shield
full as well.
The shield, it did nothing. Really sick outmaneuvering from Execration to come back in this team fight.
There we go. Dust start off with. They're trying to settle for a target. It is the Rubik Raven. But the Metamorphosis part, they're going to have plenty of damage to work that out. 1, 4, 3, 7, taking care of the creeps, and well,
now they have track.
They have. Okay, there's a boat coming through. Axe gonna hit. Only on the Beastmaster. Track coming through on him as well. Throws on the robots. Turn rate slowed at all. Another X, another Torrent. To be able to bring him down, but the Sunstrike turns around. Damage walks out of it just in the nick of time. That's 2 for the price of nothing, and James once again, this X. It's impossible to retreat from this if Kunkka is still alive, so add another one to the tally. Got the tower, they got 3 kills, tracks, they got everything.
As long as TNC are the ones start. But where's the X? If Cuckoo can get an X here.
There it is, I think, on to Lumic. Torn comes through as well, throws out a lift on the Shrag. Lasso on the back. The roll to try and turn this around. So a bit of a split fight. Sunstrike in the back will finish up Sam H. 1-4 trade. The boat comes through up at the top as well. Another X to make sure it connects. Another track, another kill. Meanwhile, on the other side of the fight, 1-4-3-7 falls. Makes a trade out of it. Tim's still on the run. He's chasing with Gabby with a short range tornado into the meatballs. Actually can secure the kill. Together with the Raging Potato who claims the last hit, he's gonna get X back. Tracked up now as well.
It's gonna wear off soon, so they can't chase him.
Yeah, they cannot chase him down, so that'll be the end of it.
A great play with a smoke screen and that tornado meteor. You know, it's what, level 1 Wex, and he still manages to combo it.
Yeah.
Pretty like short in the fight with Sam H. Like there were 3 different fights happening, right? Sam H with the Beastmaster up towards the north as Ricky. Okay,
well played, actually. Yeah, he's dodged that extract back. Still being dusted up, still sitting in the fire. Yeah, a cute play, but not enough ultimately. Plenty of protection. This push is actually quite sizable up in the top lane as a result. It has to be spawner too, and 3-7's already there, can get rid of a lot of these creeps. A swap back here onto Kunkka. If they can get the skill, this will be big. The Sunstrike on the money. They can indeed. 1-4-3-7 has to run away, but he gets roared up. Next one on the list. And the big old hellbear with the celebrity. Execration is starting to become more and more powerful. It's a nick of 3 now. We've seen the Invoker just be very adaptive to Sunstrikes. Just provide that extra bit of burst damage to silence. Well timed, so Bounty Hunter will be a free kill. Because they have Dust now, after the Yules and Gabby. So you can start making more plays within the team fight as well to just mix up the math a little bit. Try and make a counter initiate and start these kind of plays. Meanwhile, down bottom, this also helps Cuckoo. Not quite there just yet. The last right click with the dust to make sure Let they keep the vision. We'll do that. James swapping back, trying to TP out. That'll stop. Well, you stepped into a stun from the Shrek. Oh, stun actually misses. James can still fight a little bit more. Do some damage to 1437, but no one is there to actually convert it into kill. RR coming through now though. Raging Potato joining the party. They have nets, they have all the lockdown in the world. Sunstrike in the back actually finishes up the Shrek.
Yeah.
Middle of freaking nowhere. What is...
Gabby just launches the iron cannon, sees the last Shrek coming, playing and executing here. Sam H is in the back looking for a backstab, but there's RR ready and waiting with a roar, and they turn around there, they kill another here.
Execration, no wasting any time here. Again, they go straight for the Kunkka, bursting him down before he can even get any spells off, and that's a big staple of TNC's team fight. Gonna try chase now. Raven comes through with Metamorphosis, with the slows. Should be able to find RR. That's a track kill there, everyone else still on the run. Raging Potato and Gabby both tracked up. Nathan. Yeah, again, they get the one kill, but how much is that really worth with this kind of momentum that Execration can get, especially if you can find this kill on the track as well. Yield Scepter, no Sunstrike, any extra extra damage. Meanwhile, elsewhere on the map, that was Raging Potato and James. Sunstrike coming in now. Getting this communication perhaps, but they should still be able to get the kill. There it is. Raging Potato. Keep it up as well. That show not bouncing. Another X with the 4-star forward, despite the jumps, despite everything. Potato, can he do it again? He can. And now the turn on play from Gabby. Tornado EMP. Gonna bring down Raven. He does have Thunder available, but can he get it off? He can. Indeed, one of his teammates, 147, is gonna be the target. Now the roll up still. Meanwhile, Kuku and SamH in front. They can brawl a little bit. Gabby dragged back by the Flame Break, which is still pretty fast on his feet. James still alive too, so they only still lose Ricky. Never mind. The cleave from the Tidebringer, finishing up James, and now... Well,
in comes on Rubik with a pulse nova.
There's a cleanup crew here. Rubik also wants to be a core here in this game.
Fuck, like, you have to catch the Venge or the... Like, the trouble is, if you go Invoker, it's gonna get swapped, right? Okay, you're gonna get the Rubik. Fine, cool. That's a kill. Not the kill you would have...
Thompson contest anyway. It's falling pretty quickly, though. I don't really think that they have the best tools to actually contest it. Raging Potato with the silencer, trying to finish up Tim's first, but slightly misplaced on the smoke screen, goes into his ultimate, but it's enough to give Gabby and Rodin raw. They're just delaying. Dire Courier dies, and they're still fighting. 157 almost dies to James. He dodges the boat, a couple more right clicks, missing up hills, and now they're in trouble. As Raven decides to turn things around on them. Gabby blows a few heroes up though, yields up into the air. They're trying to bring him down, but he's too fast and Ghostwalk, and now the rest of the team looking for the cleanup. Sandwich slowed down by the Diffusal Blade. Right-clicking away. He's still flying across up to the high ground. So he might be just fine because they're looking for more. Yeah, they're looking for Raven. Who's godlike? He actually got Gabby.
Yeah, I looked at right. So Gabby was invis with Ghost.
Oh, and now again, TNC. Don't want to let up. This Roshan is still very much alive and kicking the smoke. Or that rotation was kind of scattered out by the scan, but maybe they didn't exactly know what direction is in. Raging Potato is gonna tank the gang this time around. The rest of Execration try and contest this Roche. They don't want to let this go. Down to just below half health. Can get some extra help with the minus armor. Gabby also throwing in tornadoes. TNC dodging that out as best they can. They also have Kunkka flat right at the ready. This roll from the side. Sunstrike almost bring down the Shrek. You'll set the up on the high ground. Meanwhile, the swap in Tim's gonna be able to bring him down.
The most important thing is Roshan's still alive.
He's still alive.
This is now contestable.
Oh, 147, he almost dies here to the axes. And there it is. They gotta jump in. Dying against Roshan. Aegis. Helped by Raven. Gabby though with big spells in. Is it going to be enough? He's caught in the middle. You'll scepter up. They get Kunkka. That's about it. 4 stops galore. Turns around. But turn speed slow from the sticky napalm. Just means that TNC get the icing on the cake. The big old kill on Gabby, and now tier 2. And
let's push high ground.
Yeah,
catch someone with bat.
That is the Rubik. Pretty good hero to get. After all, you can do quite a few shenanigans. Now, Tornado EMP, Gabby. Still pretty good high ground defenders. No creeps. Backdoor region has been disabled though, so Raven is still going ham. Meanwhile, Raging Potato in the back is gonna get the kill onto Tim's. Roar as they swap in another. That is SamH going down, so TNC. A bit of damage to tier 3, but they'll lose a couple of heroes. Now going for more Raging Potato. Gabby's speeding forward, but TNC too fast on retreat. Oh, they... What? No reveal. I don't believe. Now it's the lasso, bringing Ricky almost up to the high ground. We should be able to up the goblins. That did backfire.
That was a mess. That was a free kill that just turned into disaster.
Pops the BKB here, turns the fight. Sunster comes through, will be shared amongst a couple of units. 1437 still feeling very, very strong with the edict. Sam H just go forward. BKB holds by RR. Down for the count as well. 80 seconds without a buyback.
At bottom, and then RR getting caught and using BKB only to die straight after anyway. Yeah, some big mistakes.
I don't isolate Terrorblade in the side. Alright. But,
he has man to pike, like.
Blast also pushing him up.
And then Gabby comes in second. So he's like this game-winning hero that has to rely on heroes that are dying very quickly in fights.
Swap back onto Sam H. Yeah, gets roared up to follow. Gonna try and split their focus. Look at this. The damage was just a single Tidebringer. Sam H dies. Now TNC looking for more. For now, Execration. Get away with murder there. 2 double murder, in fact. Raging Potato might be the one to be given up. Throws down some spells, so to stay alive.
From Execration to see the bat out in the open, get that pick. But yet again, we fall around the Roshan pit.
That's what they're meant to do. James is the target. Raven Force having fallen for the right clicks. There is a Vengeful Illusion to work with, but only for like half a second. Already eaten. Very fast. The stun strike, yeah, it's just a bit of a tickle. Roar in the back though, okay. And try and get Sam H again if they can bring down his Batrotter. He's down for good. He just used buyback, but just RR alone does not have enough damage. In fact, Gabby comes through as his teammate dies, returning to the Thunder. Gabby has to get him out of there. He's being tracked, but 1437, nothing we can do against the BKB. Roshan's still not dead yet.
Yeah, and TNC have pushed Execration all the way back. There's no way they can contest anymore. Invoker's out of mana, out of spells. He sunstrikes once into the pit, but it won't accomplish too much. Lumic tries to steal. He gets it!
Yes! He gets the last hit and the steal. What a player. She's still in Terrorblade's inventory. Lumic will fall and die for sin. Same as Raging Potato. So, rather than later. Over unless they can make some crazy plays like this. It's a free kill. Swap into into tornadoes, all the spells, meatballs. But now lasso into Torrent at the boat. Gonna get James. Not coming back either. All down to Gabby. Swap. Oh yeah, there's still illusion. I forgot about that. James actually still fighting. And defensive Thunder into the cheese eaten from Raven, trying to keep his Kunkka alive. And he's gonna get that kill. Meanwhile, the Roar as R comes in from the back. The Sunstrike follows actually gonna counter it out by his own Tornado into the EMP. Follow-up stuns from the Centaurs. Raven's actually dropping lower and lower and lower. They're trying to track him down. No stun for 120 seconds. Now, about now, this is where he realizes, alright, he fucked up. He needed that Thunder right now. As it stands, he'll actually fall.
And now, oh, Execration get to push high ground. Oh!
Fall very fast. That's gonna swap on to Sam H. He does not have buyback. He will be dead. Terrorblade with the buyback, teeping in, and this is where Execration say, alright, let's get the hell out of here. Let's try it at least. The slow coming through. Gabby with the spells turns on the BKB. Disarm Terrorblade with BKB of his own, so he's being kited around as all hell. Does mean that Execration, but so yeah, okay, it makes sense, right? That's the item to end all items for him. But now it is Execration's turn to look for high ground that don't need a lot of time to bring down buildings. It's down to TNC to make something happen. The Batrotter will be coming back in a couple of seconds. More enough time to get rid of the melee barracks and Raging Potato, bring some chaos inside, keeping 147 away.
They got the melee.
Yeah, just have to give it up. BKB also used some Gabby. That was the 5-second one, I believe. 10-second one. That is Roar that gets someone else. That is the Kunkka. Sunstruck, Raging Potato, dealing with Tims. And before I guess the lasso, just pop and result. Gabby here for now. This is the Lincoln Sphere. SamH has to force off to counter it out if he's quick enough, and he is. Gets off that spell, follow up with the boat. Oh, what?
Yeah,
was a hero there. I swear there was a hero. 1700 damage.
They find TB battling through backdoor regen, not ideal.
For the tornado, they get the track of a Raging Potato. Does not have his ultimate, so he's just straight up dead. Now Raven turns on the BKB and Execration. They have to run, they have to hide. James slowed down quite a bit though. He will swap himself back to with a creep or something. Put anyone else in trouble. Tornado. I'll miss. They did force out the buyback. Refreshing shot to Invoker, or perhaps even to the Beastmaster for like double roar and stuff like that. Beastmaster, he finds Cuckoo. There is some help available, but well, that's that hero. BKBs just to stay safe. Another tornado on SamH. Just keep them away. Execration. They don't want to push their luck any further. SamH though. Oh, the swap on one of the catapults. Cuckoo still like.
Well, that's pretty important.
Here too. He has, yeah, his second crit as well. There it is. Still lasso onto the Vengeful Spirit. Good early start here, but gets X back to the front. The Yules. It's like they want to be tracking him down and swap back. Illusion. Next one is they're gonna do the same thing again, and they will be able to execrate. They do not use any resources in trying to turn things around. Raging Potato gets.
Why is he so fast?
Haste rune. Almost as fast as the new Mercedes-Benz.
They get the Venge and now they're trying to push high ground, but you still have to be very wary of this Invoker with Aegis, with BKB. You can't just hard commit for this unless you get a sick blink initiation.
I was going to push top. SamH will actually fall, so he tried to make that play, but it backfires. Mineski. So, tier 3 is already dead. RR. Just going to leave his creeps in there.
Mineski?
What is this? The courier? Alright, that falls. Raging Potato. Just, what's happening? He got the... What is that? Conjure image. Not particularly useful.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
86 buyers. Still cheese for the refresher shot. Top lane. They're gonna go. RR had the BKB from the refresher shot. Another roll, but they've lost an Vengeful Spirit. And slows the illusion.
Well, we might get cheese off there on top lane.
But, they're all dead. All dying.
Not point.
They got ranged bottom. He's not 3 heals for it.
Yeah, not the best. I mean, Aegis expires. Refresher Shard was used up at top, right?
Yeah.
But they're already knocking on the doors of the racks in the tier 3s.
Couple seconds on Beastmaster. 20 more on the bench. It works, and there it is. The last on to Gabby. This is such a big kill. Raven in the middle. Gonna take some work, but they bring down Gabby. Instant buyback for him as well as the Beast. Whenever they got it, but they're just rapid. Now another buyback. And TNC, they haven't taken any damage just yet. That's the first roll. Good particular fight. Gonna get a second. But there it is, Gabby. Using spells, Raven does not have the BKB left. He's actually quite vulnerable, but 1437, not so much. Shows off his own. So does RR. Raging Potato dies again. He's trying to create chaos in the back, but again, nobody's died yet on the side of TNC. Maybe it'll track now. Yield Scepter, follow up Sunstrike, but he's too fast, too many 4-stars. X back onto Lumic. SamH blinks forward. Yields, tornadoes. Everyone's being lifted up and down into the air. Swap back onto Cuckoo. X goes every which way, but Execration cannot find the finisher. Another split earth, another tornado. Gabby just doing his best to keep his teammates alive as well as himself, but now the lasso after the sun to bring him down to half health. This might just be it. Gabby will fall. Raven with a double kill. The Rex will drop, and they won't force out to GG right now. They don't bother with Megas. They know that Gabby is not coming back. Another swap, James. RR, they're still fighting. They're still trying to do what they can. The Falcon gets 2 shots off, but still all over the flying. And there it is. Raging Potato. He's the one to call it. Looking onto it from his deathbed.
What a weird game.
Painfully close. Chaos.